I've gone back and forth about whether to make a video on Diogo Jota. I think more so I've been cautious about not wanting to be one of those who I've already seen that are trying to monetize content out of the situation, and really cautious to not make this that. But I also think it's really important from my own point of view to leave a marker on this channel and leave a memory on this channel and to contribute to the tributes that have already been made. Now, working in the industry, you hear a lot of stories about a lot of players, and I have to say Diogo was one that never heard a bad word spoken about him, and I had the pleasure of meeting him once late last year, and he was one of the nicest men within the sport that I'd met, I have to say. And I think the players' tributes reflect that. I think if you look particularly at the ones left by the Liverpool players, every single one mentions how great of a man he was. It's less about the football, and yes, he was a brilliant footballer and he contributed so much on the pitch, but he clearly contributed so much more off the pitch, and I think that's the important thing to remember him by. It was Andy Robertson's in particular that just absolutely broke me. I think it's reading things like that where you realise, there is a real person behind the footballer and they have such real impact on people's lives. And I think that's also the thing that it's hard to wrap your head around it a little bit. We almost immortalise footballers as fans and feel like they're untouchable and nothing bad can ever happen to them. And to see this happen to somebody at the peak of his powers, he just won the Premier League, he just won the Nations League, and got married all within the space of a month. And now he leaves behind a heartbroken wife, 3 heartbroken young children, and millions of heartbroken fans across the world. And not to make it a cliche, but it is just a horrible reminder of how fragile life really is. Merely days ago, you could have offered most people the opportunity to swap lives with Diogo Jota and they would have bitten your hand off. And now, within the blink of an eye, all of that's gone. Liverpool have decided to retire the number 20, and I think that's probably the best decision that they could have made in this situation. I think that truly does immortalise Diogo Jota and ensures that people remember him and what he did and who he is for forevermore. And then I think lastly, I just hope that one day eventually that his wife Ruth and 3 kids can find some sort of peace, some sort of harmony, some sort of closure, just in the fact that so many will remember him in the best way possible. He created the best moments, the best memories, and his name will ultimately live on forever because of that. Now, I don't really have much more to say on the matter, so rest in peace, Diogo Jota. You'll never walk alone.